Increasing when you're doing crochet is one of the easiest things to do, very easy. I've got some double crochet there. I've done a couple of rows. One chain to turn. Just do one stitch there, one double crochet. If you're American, you'll call that single crochet. All you need to do, simple as can be, is do your normal double crochet into that stitch and just do another one into exactly the same place. If you were doing a jumper or something like that, you'd do an increase at that end and then an increase at the other end of your row and carry on doing that to get your shaping. If you're after a gathered effect, you'd do several along the row depending how gathered you wanted it. Same for whatever stitch you're doing. If you're doing a double crochet, sorry, not double crochet, double crochet if you're American. If you're doing a treble, exactly the same. Just work 2 stitches into the same place. That's double crochet. Same for, sorry, I'm getting all mixed up here with the two. Double crochet if you're American. Trebles if you're from the UK. Same for a double treble. Just do 2 stitches into the same place. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Same if you're doing half trebles. Just do 2 into the same place. If you wanted to add extra stitches onto the end of your row, there's a couple of ways of doing that. One way is just to do a row of chain stitches at the end, turn it round and work along those chain stitches. So say we were doing double crochet along there into the second chain. Into that last little chain there, and then carry on along your row. Obviously again the same whatever stitch you're doing. I have a problem here when you get to the other end, because if you want both sides to match, if I were to do a line of chain at the end of this row, it would be slightly higher up, because as you can see, all these double crochets here are on the same level. But if you want an extension on the other end, it would have to be on the next row up. Now there is a way to get round this. Yeah, I had to stop and think about that then, because it is a little complicated and it's a long time since I've done it. So if you want to increase several stitches on the end, I often use this in filet crochet. You need to make chain stitches as you go. So obviously you've got no stitch to insert your hook in. And what you do is you insert your hook into this little loop here, okay, and pull your yarn through. Okay, instead of finishing off double crochet as you normally would by hooking up and pulling it through, instead of doing that, just make one little chain stitch there, and then finish off your double crochet. So you're doing your chain stitches as you go. And again, try and show you where you've got to insert your hook into that little loop there. Okay, pull your yarn through. Instead of finishing off your double crochet, make a chain stitch. So you're making your chain stitches as you go. Pull that through. And again, into that little loop there. Quite hard to show you where it's going. That loop there, okay? Into that loop there. Pull your yarn through. Make a chain stitch. Then finish off your double crochet. As I said before, single crochet if you're American. I'll just do one more into that little loop there, pull it through, make a chain stitch, finish off your double crochet. Okay, and then as normal, make one chain to turn it round, and work back along that row. And just carry on as before. There you are. Both sides exactly the same. Can't see that. There you go. Of course you'd work all along and then carry on along there. Very similar if you're doing trebles. Or double crochet if you're American. Okay, so the next row we want to increase on the next row. So on the end of the last row we've done a row of chain stitch. Turn round. Do your trebles into the third chain. Carry on along that chain. And into that last one there. Got a little bit twisted there, but it won't matter. Carry on along the row. Doing your trebles until you get to the end. And again we want it to match. So this time on this end, again it's a little more complicated. We need the chain stitches to go from here. So of course you can't just do a row of chain stitches and then it's a little more difficult. We have to do the chain stitches as we're working. So start as you would normally, wrap the hook around your yarn, and insert your hook into the bottom of the last stitch and pull it through. But don't finish off your treble as normal. You need a little chain stitch at the bottom there. So we're going to do that chain stitch there now. And then carry on as normal. Pull it through two. Pull it through two. And again, wrap it round. Insert your hook into the bottom of that stitch. That's into that little loop there at the bottom of your last stitch. Wrap it round. Insert it into there and pull it through, and at this stage you want to do a little chain stitch. Normally you'd carry on doing your trebles by pulling it through too, but we're just going to do a little chain stitch first at the bottom so that we're doing our chain stitches as we go along. Do that once more for you. Wrap it round through the loop at the bottom of that last stitch and pull it through. Make your chain stitch now at this point. Just pull it through one to make a chain stitch. And then carry on and finish off your treble or double crochet if you're American. There you go. And then you can carry on and do your row as normal. 3 chain to turn. Turn it round. And carry on working along that row. Now that, sorry, that those 3 chain count as your first stitch, so don't go into that stitch. Go into the next stitch along. What have I done there? I've done that wrong. Try again. Into that stitch, pull it through 2, pull it through 2 as normal with your trebles. Into the next stitch. Just carry on as normal. A little complicated, but excuse me, I'm so sorry. A little complicated, but you'll soon get the hang of that. Just carry on working as normal. And there you have an increase that match on both sides.